Now, I'm going to get you to pick a letter of the alphabet. Okay? Don't say anything yet. There's a G on here, by the way, but don't pay no attention to that. I'm not trying to influence you. Good, good, fantastic. Don't pick a letter yet. What I'm saying is you are going to name the letter that I'm going to try to influence you to pick. You won't know why, you won't know how it happens, it will feel right, and it will just work. Okay? So, but first I have to say a few things. When people try to catch me out, when I do this, they think to themselves, I'm going to go with a more difficult letter, X, Y, Q, Z. So if they had guessed from any of the letters in the alphabet, I had a 1 in 26 chance of guessing it right. Does that make sense? But if they try to catch me out, there's a 5 typical letters that they tend to go for. So now I have a 1 in 5 chance of getting it right. So therefore, you're actually becoming more predictable by trying to catch me out. So do as you like. You don't have to. You can pick those letters if you like, I'm just saying. And I wouldn't be as obvious to pick A, B, or C. Or would I? That's the question. So I'm just going to tear this off the paper. This is perforated. So I want you to write it there nice and big. Now don't write it yet. Hold it against your chest. I'm going to stand back there. Hold me accountable. I'll be looking the other way. I don't want to see. And make sure you don't show anyone. Right? And just write it nice and big. Yeah, because I want you to show everybody in a second. Okay, have you done that? Could you tear the piece of paper off and fold it up and put it in your pocket or under your seat, sit down, I just don't want to see it. Tell me when you've done that. Fantastic, I'm not even going to come over there, okay? I'll stay here, make sure I can't see anything. Now, there was a letter I was trying to subconsciously get her to pick. Now, of course, it'll be different for you because you didn't have the pressure of sitting in front of here with everybody watching you. She's different. She's got a little bit more pressure on her. And the letter that I hope she picked, I'm actually quite sure she picked, is this. I'll show you first, as my commitment. That's what I think she's going to pick. Okay, so in a very loud voice, could you just tell everybody what letter of the alphabet you picked? D. Fantastic. D. Fantastic. Thank you. D. Thank you. So let's take this a step further. Please, there's still one more bit. Let's take this a step further. So a lot of people think this is guess. It's a guess, which is absolutely fair for you to say that because it could be a guess. This works 90% of the time. I did it wrong last week. You didn't want to be in that crowd. What I want to do here is basically I'm going to influence you to think of an animal now. So just listen to as I say this, and one will feel right. You won't know why it feels right. I'll give you a clue. It is a land animal, and everybody in this room knows what it is. And I know I sound barking mad, but you can change your mind as many times as you like, but this animal will come to mind some reason. You just won't know why. Just like how your chums are sitting there. No, it's not a dog. I'm kidding. It's not a dog. And look, if you get this wrong, it won't put me in a bad mood. It's not a cow. Just letting you know. Just kidding. So look, think of an animal that feels right. Do you have one that feels right? Good. Can you change your mind just once for me? Yeah. You got that animal? You got that animal, right? Now I'm just going to ask you one simple thing. If you had a choice between a golf ball and a piano, what would you pick? Piano. Okay, and if you had a choice from 1 to 10, what would you pick? 10. Good, that's the right animal. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here. I want you to write it down, so just you can show everybody after that we are cheating. The last animal? The one you changed your mind to, because that's the right one. Thank you. Just rip it off, do the same thing. I genuinely don't want to see this. Let me know when you're done. Okay, fantastic. Now, before I do anything, I just want to say, how many of you here thought elephant? Okay, fantastic. Again, it's going to affect some of you differently to it's going to affect her because she's on stage, she's under pressure, correct? So, the animal I wanted her to pick is this. This is the animal she should pick because I clarified it before I came over here. You don't know how, but just in a very loud voice, just tell everyone what that animal in a very loud voice. What is it? Fantastic, fantastic, good. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Now this trick was done by a very famous magician back in, again, the late 1800s. That's the area of magic I love the most, the theatre, the showmanship. I love that era. And this trick took me 3 years to learn. And during those 3 years, what I realized was that the fact that this trick works on 95% of people tells us that as human beings, it's natural and it's okay. That we are susceptible to a subconscious and conscious influence at many different levels that we have no idea about. And this is what magicians do. Okay? But we use the power for good. We don't use the power for evil. We use it for entertainment purposes. And today I want to give you more than just entertainment, but I want to give you some tools you can walk away with. So let's look at this example right here. I was using many techniques which I will not go into because that's how I protect my craft. But I want you to think about this. Have you had an experience in life where you wake up and you say to yourself, you know what, I'll wake up on the right side of the bed today. And you feel good, you feel energetic, you feel passionate, you feel determined, and you go out and you do a whole bunch of things. Your things to do list, you smash all of it out and more. And you come home and you tell your spouse, I rocked today. I did so many things today. Have you felt that before? On the other side, have you felt when you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and then you get up and you just, life's miserable, nothing's good and nothing gets done, you mope around all day? Have you felt that before? Have you stopped for a moment to think, why on earth does this strange phenomena happen? Is there a scientific reason or is there scientific evidence that suggests that if we wake up on this side of the bed, we feel good and we wake up on another side, it feels bad? No. The reason this happens psychologically is because the people we spent our time with the day before and the week before and even the month before. We are susceptible to influence. The people we hang around us influence the way we think subconsciously, consciously, we are not aware of it. That is why if you hang around negative people, what happens? Have you been in a room with a negative person before? Yeah. They suck all your energy out, right? Doesn't matter how good the vibe is in that room, when they walk into the room, boom, energy's gone.